Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don Channel. We're here at Washington Avenue, and I don't think that is a turn lane. Washington Avenue and Rancho. Rancho Drive here on the west side of Las Vegas. And Rancho is actually U.S. Business Route 95. The U.S. Highway 95 goes around it. But back in the day, they used to have the business routes for the interstates kind of go through the town, dip through the town or whatever, for certain route numbers and stuff and interstates, so that you wouldn't just skip completely by a town, because that was one of the problems with the interstate system when they first installed it, created it, constructed it, was that people people would just go flying through towns, over and above towns, and not take any time to actually stop and spend any money. They are now halfway past the median there in the intersection, so I can go legally. La Favorita Market right there on the right. That has all sorts of different amenities in it. And so, oh my god, that car scared me. There's looking correct. Mole Home Parks or something over here on the other side of Rancho. So yeah, so it became a problem because a lot of little cities along the way were like, our revenues are way down. So they did a hush-hush thing. Now this is where I'm guessing, and I don't know for sure, but it would certainly seem, it's a theory that would certainly seem to fit the facts. I'm not spewing conspiracy theories or anything like that, so don't worry. But my guess is what happened is that the states told these little cities, psst, you know what? Put your city folks, put your city cops up on the interstates in your jurisdiction as you go through the jurisdiction, and like lower the speed limit, because then you'll get a bunch of money that way, and you'll make it up. Now it didn't do anything good for the it doesn't do any good for the businesses, but it does wonders for the state budget and the city for that matter. And the state, of course, gets in on it, gets money out of it, because most tickets go everywhere. The city, the county, the state, some politician's pocket. Oh, I'm just kidding. I would never think that out loud. 7-Eleven right there on the left. Oh, on the right, we've got some plywood in front of that one. Not sure what happened there. 162 7-Elevens here in the greater Las Vegas area. Look at this thing. This cell phone tower here, designed to look like a palm tree. What do you think? Are they successful in accomplishing that mission? So we're coming up here to Lake Mead Boulevard and Rancho, home of what used to be Texas Station. You see the big empty lot here on the right. Texas Station and Fiesta Station. And COVID came, they closed everything here. Wildfire Casino over here on the left, by the way. Still going strong. But over here on the right, both of these casinos, after COVID, gone. Station Casinos, the owner and operator, decided that they were going to just demolish them and sell the land, probably to a developer. As of right now, well, they have a bunch of heavy equipment out there, heavy construction equipment out there, it looks like, but here we are in 2025, and I don't see a whole lot going on with this land. So they have the parking structure still up, the parking garages right there, but that's it. It's pretty sad. So you see the old marquee there for Fiesta Casino Hotel. Texas Station, they were actually doing COVID testing. Remember that back then, where if you wanted to know if you had COVID, you would have to go to like some remote location, like at a gas station or something somewhere. They were doing that COVID testing back in early 2020, right there at Texas Station in that parking lot. And it's just wild. Del Taco there on the right. I did not have a good experience, for me personally, eating there. That's all I'm going to say about that. As we continue northbound here on Rancho Drive, U.S. Business Route 95 here in Clark County. state of Nevada. Nevada does not have a Las Vegas air terminal over here, so you have North Las Vegas Airport. The city of North Las Vegas Airport over here. It's a general aviation airport, pretty much. And it's a lot of folks like to come out here and perform pilot training. So that's pretty cool. Lone Mountain Aviation there, it says. In their huge hangar, it looks like. I wish what they would do is create like some airline, some little baby startup airline, right? Would just start flying out of here. Excuse me, instead of trying to fly out of McCarran. For the local population here, not necessarily for the tourists, but just the locals. So we don't have to try and fight that mess at McCarran, or whatever it's called nowadays, the airport there. It's crazy. That airport, I'm just not a fan. I've heard from folks and talked to folks, etc., who've told me, oh yeah, it's great, I love it, it's easy in and out. Really? When? It's never easy at that airport. And I don't fly enough to justify the cost of the, the whatever pass thing that you pay $85 or whatever it is now to fly through the pre-check. That's what it is, TSA pre-check. So I don't fly enough right now to justify that. Torta burger, $5.95 it says there in the middle, in the median. And Michael Way, we've done some videos of our time up and down Michael Way. This is the backside of some of those apartments there. Feel free to check those out in our video library. And it's wild that so much has changed in such a short amount of time here. So what Stations Casinos did was they took the money, or I don't know, they didn't get any money. They decided they were going to shut those places down. The land's still sitting there vacant, so I guess it hasn't been sold yet. But they want to go ahead and build a whole new one down in Inspirada in Henderson. There's a there's a little rainbow cart right there, out here on the west side of town. We usually never see that out here. Wow. So we come up here to the light at Jones, another major north-south artery here in town. So they're building, Station Casino's building a brand new station branded casino down in Inspirada. They're building one up near Aliante, from what I read. And they just opened up Durango Station. That's probably been a couple years now. Like 23, I think they opened up that one. Out on the west side of town, southwest side of town, off the 215 and Durango Drive. Yeah, it's like they traded, essentially, right? They got rid of what they felt were underperforming or something, probably underperforming properties, and traded them in exchange for what are brand new properties in areas with what I believe are considerably higher median incomes. Because Rancho and Lake Mead Boulevard there, the median income there is, I believe, far lower than what it is out there on like Aliante or Inspirada or out in the southwest out there where Durango is. So that's what they were looking at. I bet any amount of money on it. But only with myself, because I don't like to gamble. I don't like to lose money. Torrey Pines Drive, here we're about to cross. Dutch Brothers Coffee right there on the right. In their tiny little building. And I guess you don't need much to sell coffee. As we approach US Highway 95/Interstate 11 up here. Let's see, $4.15 a gallon at the Chevrons. The Chevrons tend to be let me say that the Chevrons tend to be higher priced than the 7-Elevens, Circle K's, and Arcos. And it's just one of those things you notice driving around town. So Walmart over here, right here at Rainbow and Cheyenne. That one actually is kind of like the one on Nellis that we drive by quite a few times, in that it is not a super Walmart. Take a look at the shopping center in there. It's not a super Walmart, but it's also not a full, it's bigger than a neighborhood market, right? So So it's like an in-between, doesn't know what it wants to be. It's weird that Walmart would even keep that around. I would just figure they would just go ahead and go for it and expand it all, right? But that's probably why I'm not the one making these decisions. So we go over the US 95 and see the state road designation 574 ends right there by the Target. So we come up here to the light at Tenaya, T-E-N-A-Y-A. I've heard people pronounce it Tenaya or Tenaya, T-E-N-A-Y-A. So we continue westbound here on Cheyenne. Had a lot of folks tell me, why don't you ever do other neighborhoods? Why don't you ever do other parts of town other than the east side of town? Here you go, guys. We're out here west of the 95 on Cheyenne. Coming up to Buffalo. Let's go ahead and get over here. We did a video actually in here, Buffalo and Cheyenne, not too long ago, of the lakes, or desert shores, I think it's called in here, which is just man-made lakes in there. But it's pretty cool because you don't have many bridges in Nevada, over water that is, and they have some little bridges that go over water in there. That's pretty cool. Not sure what the HOAs are in there. Probably not cheap. So you have Cimarron Road on the right, or Soft Breezes Drive there on the left, and there's a metro unit coming at us. So we continue westbound here on Cheyenne. If you like drone videos, check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE, here on YouTube. Does some awesome sunrise and sunset drone videos to include plane spotting and the elusive and mysterious Janet Airlines. If you don't know Janet Airlines, feel free to do a quick Google search and prepare to be wowed and amazed. Really fascinating stuff out there, but I don't want guys in black suits showing up at my door, so I'm not going to say anything more about that. This is Soaring Gulls here, but it's really fascinating stuff, especially if you're into that kind of mysterious stuff, right? Janet, J-A-N-E-T Airlines. There's an Albertsons up here on the right. Care Now, Urgent Care. Ace Hardware Store, another one. I didn't think there were many of those left. If you're on Instagram, feel free to follow me, VegasDon4747. Just starting out the paying attention to Instagram, because my wife told me it might be a good idea to use Instagram in this digital age. So I said, okay. And so that's what I'm doing now. So come up here to Rampart on the left and Durango on the right. And again, no warning about these roads changing names or anything. And you don't see, and again, growing up in Florida, I hate to keep saying this, I sound like one of those people, but they have signs like, you know, a half to a quarter mile away from the intersection saying X and X whatever street coming up next. They don't do that here. Very rarely do you see that here. I want to take a moment and say thank you all so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us. It really helps recommend us to other viewers. And it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. Big Al, as I affectionately refer to him. El Capitan, right here, at this light. The algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks, so please help us out there. Also, check out our merch available in our shop section on YouTube. We just changed suppliers, so got some new, exciting new merch available for you, so maybe check that out. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks.